I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case, me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And I'm not, me being a living person, I don't my name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name. So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Today's court hearing gets pretty intense. The defendant comes in using the familiar sovereign citizen arguments, insisting the court has no authority over him. Very quickly, it becomes obvious he doesn't really understand how the law works. Arguing with a judge without knowing the basics is never a good idea, especially when a judge makes legal decisions for a living. Let's take a closer look at how this hearing unfolds. If you enjoy courtroom content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding. Okay, and I need you unmuted at the jail. There we go. Can I have your name, please?
For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. How we doing today, Miss Braley?
We are upright, if nothing else.
Great.
So, okay. And you said your name is Thomas Styron.
The second.
Okay, thank you for your patience there. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle. So,
No problem.
recalling case number 19S00472, that is the state of Michigan versus Thomas Ulrich Styron, the second, you said, and also calling 24W001025, that is the township of Ypsilanti, also versus Thomas Ulrich Styron. So state your name for the record.
So, for the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case is not me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And I'm not, me being a living person, I don't yeah, I don't my name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name nor
Okay, I'm going to cut you off right there.
As the hearing continues, the defendant tries to talk about jurisdiction and technical language, but none of it seems to make much sense. It's clear he's repeating ideas he's heard before without fully understanding them. You can even see the judge briefly smile when he struggles to explain himself. She's clearly not convinced, and by the end of the hearing, her response says it all.
I don't have no sorry. I don't have no contracts with the state of Michigan at all, period. And so I was wondering about personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction in regards to this.
Okay. And you can continue to wonder about those at the moment. What I am doing, you have a show cause hearing on the matter ending in 472, which is the retail fraud charge. I'm showing a balance of $210 on that. And then what you're being arraigned on, that is what I am here to explain the charge against you, is a citation issued on April 2nd, 2024 at 9:24 in the evening, that charges that you operated a motor vehicle on North Ford Boulevard at or near Russell Street with no license on your person. Do you comprehend the charge against you?
I do not. I don't even own a license. I canceled my license years ago.
Okay. So, what you are being charged with is operating a motor vehicle without having a license on your person. So, I'm not asking if you agree with this. I'm not asking if you have a license. I'm asking if you understand the words coming out of my mouth as far as what this charge is.
The charge is accused me of not having a driver's license on my person, correct?
Correct.
Well, from my understanding, I need a driver's license if I'm in commerce. I was traveling home.
Okay.
I wasn't doing business at all. And also, from my understanding, I don't need a license to do that.
And your overstanding is incorrect, sir. But we are not going to get into that.
Things get even more interesting when the defendant starts explaining the charge against him. He's accused of driving without a license, and then openly admits he hasn't had one in 2 years. He also insists he wasn't driving, but traveling, which only makes the situation worse. When facing a charge like this, denying basic facts while admitting key details doesn't help. Most people understand this is common sense, but these arguments continue to show up in court anyway. Following basic laws would save a lot of people time, stress, and legal trouble. So far, the defendant remains calm, but his reasoning clearly isn't working. What do you think about his approach so far? Let's continue.
For now, you are saying that you have understood the words as far as not having a license on your person. It is a misdemeanor charge with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both.
So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
So
at this time, the court is going to set a pretrial date for you. That will be before Judge Washington.
ma'am, can we prove the jurisdiction first before we go ahead with setting a trial for that entity or a pretrial for that entity? Yeah.
I hear you. And at this point, you are appearing in front of the court. You have put your name on the record. And yes, we are setting a pretrial date for you.
I did put my name on the record, and my name that I put on the record is not the same name that you have attached to that case.
And you can provide documentation of such at your pretrial date, which is going to be June 26th.
So the documentation that I have published, recorded in with, excuse me, sorry. The documentation I have published and recorded on the record, on the state of Michigan record, that says what I just told you, that I'm not who you have, that I'm not the name you have attached to that case, that's, I need to bring that with me, is what you're saying? It being already recorded and on the state of Michigan records,
so not good enough? Whatever documentation you have, bring it with you to your pretrial date. That is what I am telling you, yes. So, and again, that court date, June 26th? Okay, will be June 26th at 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. The court will enter that you are standing mute to all charges at this time.
So we're just assuming jurisdiction, though, correct?
Yes.
From my understanding, that has to be proved before we even proceed with anything else. Am I wrong?
You are not correct. The court will also set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. Basically, you are promising to show up for that June 24th court date at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington, where you will have your pretrial. Okay, so at this point, your hearings are concluded. You are free to stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
So I need to be there under threat, duress, coercion of going to.
One of the highlights of this hearing is how the judge handles the situation. She allows the defendant to speak, but steps in when necessary to keep control of the courtroom. She doesn't accept unsupported claims and responds clearly and firmly. Her calm confidence makes it obvious she isn't intimidated, which is exactly what's needed when someone uses legal terms without understanding them. Judges like this strike a good balance between patience and authority. As for the hearing being held over Zoom, opinions may vary. Some people feel remote court hearings don't carry the same seriousness as in-person proceedings, especially when participants talk over one another or ignore courtroom rules. In cases like this, it can quickly become difficult to keep things on track. That's where we'll wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like and subscribe for more courtroom content. Let me know your thoughts on this hearing in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.